I found out I was pregnant 2 weeks after Daniel died. People talk about shock like it's loud, like screaming and collapsing and dramatic realizations. For me, it was silent. I was standing in a pharmacy bathroom staring at 2 pink lines while my phone buzzed with unanswered condolences. My hands were steady, my knees didn't buckle. I just felt emptied out, like someone had scooped the center of me away. I sat on the closed toilet lid and thought, he's gone. And now this. Daniel had been my partner for 1 year. We weren't flashy about it. We were the kind of couple who shared grocery lists and argued gently about laundry detergent. He made coffee every morning, even on weekends. He always kissed my forehead before leaving for work. He died in an accident on a Tuesday. By Friday, his toothbrush was still in the cup beside mine. I told myself I wouldn't make any big decisions while I was grieving. That's what everyone says to do. But pregnancy doesn't wait for your emotional readiness. I went to my doctor alone. I heard the heartbeat alone. I walked back to my car afterward and cried so hard, I scared a woman in the next parking space. I didn't tell Daniel's family right away, not because I was hiding it, because I couldn't imagine saying the words out loud. Your son is gone, and I'm carrying his child. Those sentences don't belong in the same breath. When I finally went to their house, his mother hugged me so tightly I thought I might break. His father stood behind her, hands in his pockets, eyes red but dry. I told them. His mother sobbed. His father sat down heavily, and his younger brother stared at me like I'd just confessed to something criminal. He didn't say it directly, but I felt it immediately. The suspicion. They had just received life insurance, a settlement from the company responsible for the accident. There was paperwork everywhere, legal conversations, quiet discussions behind closed doors. And suddenly I was pregnant. I could almost hear the thought forming. Convenient. I understood why they questioned it. I really did. Grief makes people look for anchors, for explanations, for something solid to hold on to. But it still hurt. They asked for a DNA test. I said I would do one after the baby was born, not because I had anything to hide, but because invasive prenatal testing carries risks, and I had already lost too much. That answer didn't help. After that, every conversation felt strained, polite but cold. I started to feel like a stranger carrying a story no one wanted to believe, so I stepped back. I decided to give them space. To be honest, I needed space too. I had a lot to process, a lot to figure out. I focused on surviving pregnancy alone. I worked until my feet swelled. I assembled the crib myself. I learned how to cook freezer meals and fold tiny clothes and sleep in short bursts. I went to ultrasounds by myself and practiced breathing through panic. Some nights I talked to Daniel out loud and I told him about the baby's hiccups, about the way they kicked hardest when I played music, about how scared I was. I promised him I would love this child enough for both of us. When the baby was born, I held him against my chest and whispered his father's name into his hair. He had Daniel's nose, the same soft curve. I named him Oliver. I sent one photo to his family. I didn't know what else to do. We did the DNA test. I didn't feel anxious waiting for the results. I already knew. But when the confirmation came back, something inside me finally released. Not relief exactly, more like grief settling into a new shape. Daniel's brother called me. His voice sounded different, smaller. I'm sorry, they said. I shouldn't have assumed. I told them it was okay. Because what else do you say? He came to meet the baby a few days later. He held him awkwardly at first, then more confidently. I watched his face soften when Oliver curled his fingers around theirs. I didn't feel vindicated. I felt tired. Grief doesn't care about being proven right. It just sits there between everyone, waiting to be acknowledged. I don't blame him for questioning me. He was protecting what was left of their family. But I wish they'd remembered that I was family too. I lost my partner, they lost their son, and this little boy lost his father before he ever got to be held by him. We were all just people trying to survive the same wreckage. Now, when Daniel's parents visit, his mother rocks the baby in the same chair she once rocked her son. His brother brings diapers and asks about sleep schedules and makes ridiculous faces that finally earn a gummy smile. We're learning how to exist in this new shape. None of it is neat, none of it is easy. But love doesn't disappear when someone dies. It just changes hands. And now I carry it forward, for myself, for my child, and for the man who should have been here to see who his son would become.